Good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday to everybody. Man, we have over halfway through another week, and I thank y'all for rocking with me so far. And look, you still got time to get it right during the rest of this week, man. If we working on something and if things ain't been going our way, we got a chance to get it right. And today, right, I got four things for you, right? Powerful information that can help us out with our mindset. Because remember the other day I said the difference between, well, Rich Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, he says the difference between a poor person, a middle class person, and a rich person is only one thing, and that is the mindset between this ear and this ear. Just the mindset. All right. Now, this first piece of advice is just going to be information to know as an employee, since we all are employees. I figured that'll be important. The next thing up will be just some advice from him, and then after that, we're going to be looking at why, how, and when wealthy people buy these luxuries that the middle class and poor people buy. We're gonna look at them versus, okay? And the last part is just gonna be a little bonus, a little extra. But here we go. First part, what to know as an employee. He says, as an employee who is also a homeowner, your working efforts are generally as follows. You work for the company. That's number one. Employees make their business owners or the shareholders rich, not themselves. First part to remember, you're not making yourself rich working for somebody else. You are making them rich. All right. Your efforts and success will help provide for the owner's success and retirement, not your own. All right. Number two, you work for the government. The government takes its share from your paycheck before you even see it. We all know about them taxes. By working harder, you simply increase the amount of taxes taken by the government. Most people work from January to May just for the government. That's the amount of taxes that they take out. That's enough income to last you from January to May. Now, if you ask me, that's just too much taxes. All right. Number three, you work for the bank. Because after taxes, your next largest expense is usually your mortgage or credit card debt. So that's why your house is not an asset. We went over that the other day. Your house is a liability. It's pulling money out. You're not the one who's making money. Your bank is. Okay. So now that was some good information right there, right? So this next part up is just some advice, right? That he has. He says, start minding your own business. And when he's saying mind your own business, he's saying um, working on yourself, right? Because you are a business. I mean, whether you know it or not, you are a business. Now, what type of business you're going to be, that's on you, okay? That's up to you to figure out. But he says, keep your daytime job, but start buying real assets, gold, silver, stocks, bonds, real estate. But it's important for you to know which one that you want to do, because if you don't know, you're going to be taking the advice of somebody else, and that's what's going on with the 401ks. They just taking your money and they're investing it anywhere that they see fit, and you don't even know what's going on behind closed doors. Okay, so you could be just your retirement could really be in jeopardy right now. Okay, so um, so keep your daytime job. Start buying real assets, right? Not liabilities or personal effects that have no real value once you get them home. I want you to really keep this next part in mind. A new car A new car loses 25% of the price you pay the moment you drive it off the lot. So why would anybody want to buy something new that's totally gonna just lose value? It's beyond me, because just heard that 25% will lose its value. Okay, 25% of that car will lose its value. Now, next up, we're just going to be talking about how the rich buy luxuries and houses, cars, whatever they want to buy. We're going to tell you how they buy it versus poor people and middle class people. All right. An important distinction is that the rich people buy luxuries last, while the poor and middle class tend to buy luxuries first. All right? The poor and the middle class often buy luxury items like big houses, diamonds, furs, jewelry, boats, because they want to look rich. They look rich, but in reality, they just got deeper into debt on credit. Now, the old money people, the long term rich people, right? They build their asset column first. Then the income generated from the assets that they buy, that's what they use to buy their luxuries. The poor and middle class buy luxuries with their own sweat, blood, and their children's inheritance. Now you see, we're just going about all this the wrong way on the poor middle class level, okay? And just to let y'all know, only half of the average American only has $500 in a savings. You know, the average American can't even afford um an emergency, is what they had to say. And man, that's kind of scary, okay? And last but not least, when you hear people say, this is the extra part, right? They say tax the rich. Okay, let's get this straight. So this election and everything is coming up. When you hear somebody saying that they're gonna tax the rich, you have to understand that they are lying to you. It is impossible to tax the rich. We went over this in the little diagrams that I showed. The only way you can get taxes is from someone who works. The rich people do not work. You cannot, you cannot, you can't tax them. Okay. Only way you can tax them is when they sell things, right? And then most of them, they have all the rules and laws are set up for them. For example, a person who's a real estate investor, right? If they want to, say for instance, they're in one house and they want to get another, they can just use a 1031 tax code exchange, right? And all that means is that they could just they could sell that house or use part of that money from that house and buy another house, as long they cannot receive that money, but they can use that money to buy another property as long as it's of equal or higher value, tax free. Tax free. So you see what I'm saying? They got, it's all kind of codes, all kind of taxes for the rich people. It's for everybody, really. We on the poor and middle class level, we just don't know and we don't pay attention. You know what I'm saying? But the rules are the same for everybody. So there's no need to sit here and get mad at the rich people, for example. Yeah. Now I know. Now I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there. So there, look, there's no need to get um, mad at people who are using codes and taxes the right way. The thing is, what really should make us mad is the fact that this stuff is not taught to us. That's the whole thing. Just imagine how far ahead in life you would be if you knew all of this information. You would not be in the same place. Some people would because of the mindset. But I believe that the majority of us, if we knew this stuff from the beginning, even if you worked at a minimum wage job, you could still become rich because you could just take that money and invest it, and they just use it to grow their money. It's called compound interest. It's the eighth wonder of the world. I believe Einstein said that, right? So, man, that's the lesson for the day, and I hope y'all got something out of it. It's just more information that is the right. You should see why you should get this book now. All right, because it's packed with all the information that we need to know at the beginning level, right? Not just gonna be something that we ain't learned nothing about and they're just gonna throw us to the wolves. Nah, we're gonna start at the beginners level, okay? So that's my message for the day, and I appreciate y'all rocking with me for this long. 9 minutes, man. So thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day and be great.